What's going on, everyone? Darkscythe here.
Edgy!
What?
Edgy! Your avatar's too edgy, Dorkscythe!
Okay, I am sorry guys, this is clearly a complete misrepresentation. I never remember Boonslayer being this slim.
Mortal Kombat Conquest sucked.
It did though.
I mean, I'm not really sure what Mortal Kombat Conquest mode has to do with...
Well, I mean, for one thing, you're about to pretend to kill a bunch of people.
Fetish, because if you do, I'm going to report you for cyberbullying and disable comments. Besides, it's just gonna be a generic CC rant, so fuck you.
My god, can you just let me explain myself?
A troubled Jewish farm boy pestered by SS officers, 1942, colorized.
Oh my god!
Alright, that's it.
Weird, the shooter usually dies at the end of these.
God bless Dick Cheney's America!
Figures, I mean, I feel like I'm in 2006. Those cacucks and normies ruining the YouTubes.
Hello everyone, edgy neckbeard basement dweller here.
Which
Now,
one?
before I begin, this is not what I was advertising in my teaser trailer. I decided to delay it since the project is rather ambitious and I need more time to complete it.
I can't even imagine what would take longer than that elegant recreation of the Aurora Theater shooting.
Some more juicy commentary material that you've been so desperately craving from me. I can't wait to see all of you autistic spurgs make a commentary on this video with your My Little Pony and Steven Universe avatars and bitch about how I use the word spurg and too many ad hominems. But I'm a nice guy sometimes, so
M'lady.
I'll just do the job for you. Every time I make a point that's controversial within the commentary community, I'll just insert the argument that I already know you're going to make.
But Darkscythe, that's an ad hominem!
Okay, no, this is an obvious straw man. For my avatar, I used my OC, Black Power Steven.
Project of mine, and it got great reception from the commentary community. It honestly amazes me how I managed to rile up an entire community.
Yeah, all 19 of them.
Minute teaser trailer. I suppose the title gave every CC cuck a big fat boner because they're always looking for commentary material.
It's more that I really enjoy comedy and laughing at things.
It would be appropriate to respond to some of the CC's constructive criticisms of the trailer, as well as the project it advertised. So a recurring theme of their arguments is that they are assuming that the project is a generic rant on the commentary community as a whole.
Which it obviously isn't. This is just my generic CC rant prelude to the real video. Fucking idiots.
Their entire argument is an inaccurate assumption. So at this point, you're probably wondering, where'd all this shit start? Well, I was added to this chat on Skype a while back, where a lot of the big commentators were cited by 8363 MTR.
Wait, he's talking about Drama Llama, isn't he? He thinks anyone gives a shit about Drama Llama. Jesus Christ, he is new.
The CC stamp of approval. I mean, God forbid uploading what you want without worrying about the opinions of your peers. I mean, that's just ridiculous.
Look, guys, all I'm saying is that 6 million sounds a little inflated to me.
Boy, did I get a great reaction. They asked for examples of why the CC has rubbed me the wrong way as of late, so I used doodle diapers as an example.
But dang slut, the term doodle diapers is overused!
So I was using the term edgy, but you don't hear me bitching, do you?
Yeah, guys, you don't hear me bitching about you calling me edgy.
But Dorkscythe, they call their autistic spurg, and that's cyberbullying and harassment!
But I thought the term autistic spurg was just an insult of a 12-year-old and shouldn't be taken seriously. Why would you disable comments? Make a whole video dedicated to them if it's just a petty, overused 12-year-old insult.
Well, it's like this.
The internet is a sadistic,
One little filthy Armenian, not really a big deal. But when we got like millions crowding up Turkey, yeah, that's a different fucking story.
Now, that's all I have to say about doodle diapers. Everything about it has been said before, and I don't feel like regurgitating what others have said. Because that's exactly what the CC cucks are doing with me right now, and I want no part of that. So, the illogical Reaper decided to step in and argue against what I had to say about freedom of speech.
Oh great, he's gonna talk about the Lugan press again, isn't he?
Violence, and this is what he had to say.
Okay then, I want you to go into someone's house and yell whatever you want.
Okay guys, I'm sorry, but this is like a stunningly accurate impersonation of the illogical. Like, I'm not even joking anymore.
Then I told him that argument clearly doesn't apply since we're talking about strictly the internet and nothing else, and he says technically commenting on videos is the same as gathering on private property. No, Reaper. YouTube videos are actually public to the whole world, and it's completely legal and not trespassing if you comment on said public YouTube video. The fact that you can even make such an assertion is just mind-boggling. But it gets even better. And even if you want to say that it's censorship to block someone on your videos/Twitter, tell me, is it okay if I go into your house and repeatedly piss on your furniture?
Well, obviously, if he's into that sort of thing.
Breaking and entering, that would be disorderly conduct and destruction of property. Pissing on someone's couch has nothing to do with speech because you're not even using your mouth, you're using your dick.
Well, then answer me this. How did Donald Trump get elected?
Not freedom to unzip your pants and wave your dick around as you please. I can't just whip my dick out at Starbucks and start jerking it into a woman's face until I squirt.
This is a really elaborate fanfiction.
Speech involved. But I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. Maybe he was just drunk.
Well, I mean, honestly, if you're going to get into a furniture pissing session, that's really the way to go.
The Illogical Reaper decided to put out a hit piece on me, a damn long one at that. Let's take a look at this novel. So, as many of you guys know, there's this one guy called Darkscythe, who's so edgy, Nero's Q is laughing at him, who's planning to make a rant, I guess, on the CC. It's amazing how these people ridicule me for using spurg as an insult, for being overused, yet the only insult they have towards me is edgy.
Supreme Gentleman, Fingerless Gloves, Columbine Jr., South Sudan, that kid from elementary school that thought he was Shadow the Hedgehog, the trans bathroom invader, Let's Meet at Spencer's, Limp Bizkit Fan 67, the Black Pillar, that guy that gets really weird when you talk to him about the Holocaust, and Susan.
The rant itself is just going to be as predictable as always, with Doodle as a diaper-wearing tranny, and Ryan did an 8-minute skit that one time, and that's no good. The Illogical Reaper calls himself hashtag the skeleton of the CC, and that's bad because we said so, and so on and so forth. Now this is exactly what I'm talking about. They're criticizing a rant that may never be. The only criticisms they have are based off of assertions that they have made themselves, not based off of anything I actually said in the trailer.
Wait, so should we let the next Mexican in after what the last one did?
That's not my main problem with him. My main issue with him is not what he masturbates to in his spare time, but how he censors the opinions of others when the very foundation of the CC is supposed to be a space of free thinkers and the ability to voice your opinion no matter how unpopular or grotesque it is. I have no problem with skits if they are properly executed and entertaining, even if they are long. I've made long skits myself, so I clearly have no problem with it. I don't really care that you call yourself the skeleton of the CC. However, I find it ironic that the self-proclaimed skeleton of the CC is trying to ridicule me for being edgy, implying that calling yourself the fucking skeleton of the CC isn't edgy at all.
Well, that doesn't make you edgy, that just makes you fucking dead. So in that sense, it's pretty appropriate.
With absolutely god-tier videos every single time. I'll admit that it has some problems it needs to work out, like the bandwagon effect, which I find is kind of annoying. However, it feels like the anti-CC's problems seem to be more petty nitpicks than anything else. Petty nitpicks? Yeah, like every criticism the CC cucks have given me on my trailer so far. Doodle is a transgendered typer fag, setting aside the fact that she's admitted that sex disgusts her, and all the pictures she drew were challenges more than anything else. But now, let's throw pointless mud at everything, because why not?
Yeah, that is pretty laughable. I mean, when people recreate Columbine in their intro skits, are we just gonna take that as a challenge too?
Fetishes?
However, fetishes are things that infinitely fascinate me, as I find it to be interesting to see where the weird of the world begins and how far it goes. I will say there are some I enjoy more than others, certainly though.
You can't be interested in fetishes and be disgusted with sex. That's just not how it works. That's like being disgusted by gore, but being interested in murdering your entire family. It just doesn't add up.
And I would know.